Hello and welcome to last week's News Today, a gentler stream this week showcasing the Citadel of Steel Bloom and the Dragon Firebrand. Let's dive into it. We got a nice piece of lore from this stream. The Steel Bloom was a special unit established by the Aelin Queen who believed in the portents and omens of the impending Exodus and Apocalypse. Prior to the Exodus, the Citadel of the Steel Bloom served as the home of the Order. Before entering the Citadel, we can see the Harrow's Marsh. During the Exodus, an Ancient led a group of marauders, and after the events at Carfin, the Ancient was directed to Harrow's Marsh to slaughter the Steel Bloom. The skeletons are the remains of the Steel Bloom who tried to protect their Citadel and what was locked within. Now, the Forsaken Blades, a military unit of the Kalar who have defected and mutinied, reside within the Citadel. They have taken over it and made a deal with the cultists to increase their power. This marks the tail end of a story arc. Within the Citadel, there is an Orb of Ultimate Essence, which is an obtainable object and a questline. The cultists and the Forsaken Blades have made a deal to give the Forsaken Blades a fire empowerment, making them stronger. However, in doing so, they have given up some of their freedom and autonomy and are now following orders from the cultists. Rumors have emerged that they are trying to break into the Citadel vault using some kind of relic. Adventurers are asked to prevent this from happening because if they succeed, the consequences could be dire. The Citadel usually has a 1-star Forsaken Blade mobs in the area, but due to advancements in the story arc, we now have 2-star and 3-star fire empowered Forsaken Blades. We learn through quests that a ritual is about to occur, and the only way to stop it is by summoning the Lady of the Rose, the commander of the Steel Bloom. Players will summon her spirit from the spot where she died during the Exodus. The first Lady of the Rose was a strong warrior of the Steel Bloom and was handpicked by the Aelin Queen to form an order of guards known as the Order of the Rose. 20 to 30 years before the Exodus, the Order of the Rose served as the Queen's personal bodyguards and also undertook special missions for her. Once she is summoned, she is led to stop the Essence Ritual Curse. An Ancient arrives to counter her channel. The Orb of Essence is an egg that belongs to the dragon Firebrand. Completing the event summons him. Firebrand is a raid boss, which is a step up from the Citadel of Steel Bloom, a pocket dungeon. Firebrand is one of the ways to earn best-in-slot gear. In addition to crafting, some of the materials for the crafted gear may come from bosses like him. We learn that Firebrand is a young adult red dragon, looking to make a name for himself. Steven elaborated that in AOC there will be different types and age groups of dragons, just like in Dungeons & Dragons. They also mentioned that the story arc and event are just one of many ways that can spawn Firebrand. During the attack, Intrepid discusses the Fire Breath AI, which tries to target the area with the most densely packed players. This is an example of the adaptive AI they have mentioned before, designed to respond when more players join the fight. While fighting the dragon, I had quite a bit of fun as a ranger. We were level 20 fighting a level 25 world boss while wearing blue gear. To be honest, it felt a little bit like the Elden Ring dragon fights, where I was dodge rolling everywhere trying to avoid damage to put less strain on the clerics. I had a lot of fun fighting it, honestly. The fire breath looked awesome and the dragon felt dangerous as it slammed around, flailing around us. Something else that I think would be cool was that when he summons the fire elementals, he could fly and land on top of the Citadel, roaring and maybe breathing fire out at the raid to distract us. I could also imagine where another raid hears about us fighting it and shows up to kill us, especially if we got it to where Firebrand was doing all of its abilities at random. Just a huge cluster of players fighting and trying to survive and get that kill. I hope that when phase 2 comes along, the dragon will have some cool ambient behaviors, like maybe pacing back and forth, waiting for those who summoned it to show up outside, or even attacking any nearby mobs in rage. There were some notable points during the Q&A, such as Steven clarifying that Battle Res is a long cast ability, where players respawn with low HP and mana at the spot where they died. He also mentioned that the world boss health will not scale, but the AI is adaptable, making the boss more challenging with more players, such as by using different AoE abilities and increasing their frequency. Instancing will be used when player numbers need to be controlled, with about 20% of content being instanced. These will likely be introduced during phase 3. Some raid content will be part of this, so that's where your complex fights will be, right? Steven also mentioned on Discord that there is more than enough space to fill with regards to reward tables and the open versus instance content. While the instance content may not include the added risk of player versus player, it also means that the control setting is higher and capable of involving more rigid gameplay mechanics that can be quite tough and high on the skill ceiling. And a reminder that the reward tables are currently in a functional state and shouldn't be viewed as a long-term plan. They include full loot drops, recipes, material components, components, unique material components for crafting those full loot drops, and deconstructible items. Intrepid also mentioned that live streams might change a bit in the future to be more player focused. They also talked about introducing more methods for feedback, such as focus groups, and regarding player damage contributions for loot, a combination tag system will be used, with a small percentage contribution to the first tag. Then the group with 50% of the exceeded damage done will have loot rights for a period of time. After that period, the loot becomes public. Steven came on Discord to elaborate more on Alpha 2 phases, focusing on node architecture and templates. He said, Phase 1 I believe has 3 layouts and 3 node template types: river, through, flat, and elevated themes. Alpha 2 Phase 1 is not about building assets, it is about the core features and us testing functionality. Content such as buildings, culture aesthetic, comes with later phases. Node layouts are prop placements, building locations, and set dressing for NPCs, and they are influenced by the node template type. The template, however, refers to the terrain the node rests, like up, flat, elevated, river, coastal, etc. The tech has worked since Alpha 1, however they are still authoring the racial architecture, so Phase 1 will launch with Kalar aesthetic, even if the narrative and world state systems show other cultures. If you have any feedback regarding the stream, head over to the forums. We have the link below, and remember, if your question wasn't answered live, check out the comments by Vaknar. He may have answered your questions on the forum. The link is in the description. And there appears to be a preview of a gear set on the August livestream dev update thumbnail. At least I've never seen it before. Well, that's it. I'll see y'all next time.